Hello and welcome to a spot of positivity. Look, I even have a cup of tea today, and doesn't it look huge? So huge, but really, it's a regular size. And you're going to hear lots of happy typing going on because people are busy all around me. I love my Earl Grey. It's very good. How have you been doing? I hope you've been doing well. We are kind of finished those initial 3 weeks, so I don't have to do my little survival box of happy, magical, interesting things, but I will try to do it today. And hopefully it's going to be a decent thing that it's not too hard to do. I have been working so hard doing Greek lessons, so that's like 3 hours a night and pretty challenging. And like the hardest thing about it is having to speak off the cuff and make these conversations. Please excuse our loud garbage truck outside. It's just the way it is.
It's not garbage, it's roadworks.
Roadworks truck outside. Well, we'll see what happens in a minute. They might be dumping sand or something like that. They are digging up. Well, they're putting new pipes in, water or gas or something or both.
Sewage.
Thank you.
Sorry, off camera.
And the funny thing is they've actually had to have the archaeologists in to check everything out and make sure there's nothing important or worth saving in there. I guess it's just a matter of course in Cyprus because it's quite an ancient country. So didn't they find like over 40 skeletons all along the row right outside our house? And so I'm thinking, well, there must be at least a few hundred years old because people in modern history have graveyards that we know about. And so we asked the guys the other day, how old are these things? Do you think? What time period are we thinking about here? And they said, oh yes, it's right from the time of around Alexander the Great. So that's pretty interesting, I think. And then today, yesterday I was looking out the patio. I just thought I'd see what was going on. And sure enough, they've found more. So there's a skeleton, full-length skeleton out being dug up right now that's from that time period. And then all these kind of big clay, like terracotta wine jugs, amphoras, fancy things like that you might see if you were studying ancient Greece. And this is Cyprus, but it's that kind of culture. And so that was pretty cool. My husband said it's weird because sometimes you see these kind of things in a museum and that's cool, but this is not a museum. This is actually us seeing them as they're being discovered under the earth right in front of our apartment building. So that's kind of cool. So yes, as I was saying though, before I was thinking about the loud noisy trucks outside our house, we've had to do all this kind of question answer thing in Greek class where you're put on the spot. I understand the words, I understand it, I just haven't memorized things completely like I should. When I have to do exercises on paper, no problem, I can do them. However, my mind goes completely blank when I am given things to do off the cuff like that. And I think my teacher thinks I'm really like a flake and easily stressed out because yesterday she said, now, Rosalie, look at me. Now breathe in and breathe out. It's okay. You can do this. And I'm like, yeah, I know I can do this. But it was a bit embarrassing. So I will learn. And I know that the way to learn is by taking risks and just doing it and going ahead with it. That is my life. I have to do that kind of thing all the time. But this was a little bit out there. And I've never met these people. They're in my class. Although I'm getting to like them very much. As much as you can like somebody through a computer screen. And actually having a few conversations with people before class. Really short conversations. But it's so satisfying because I really like people. I like to talk to people. It feels rich to get to know new people. So we have people from Lebanon, from England, from America, from Germany, from Hungary, from Iran. Yes, that's about the main people I could. Oh, Italy as well. And they're nice. They're great. It's so cool. So I am working hard at that though. It's 3 hours a night, and then like then you have your homework, and if you don't have your homework done, like if I haven't practiced, then I get shown up really with this thing. And yesterday I was the first person, myself and this other guy, that we had to then ask each other what our name was, how we're feeling, where we're from, where exactly are we from, where do we live now, are we married, do we have children, what are our parents' names, what do they do for a living, like that kind of stuff. And then she said, I will add some more questions now to our dialogue so that next time we do our dialogue, we will have more questions to ask. And so that's like, it's taking like 10 minutes, like for one pair of people to get through their dialogue. So it's getting intense. Anyway, that's what you have to do when you're learning a language. However, I'm not doing what you're waiting for. You're waiting for what's in this box and what I have to do today. Oh, please don't be something hard. I'll put it back because I'll cheat, right? If it's too much for me to do right now. Fun, fancy eye makeup. Okay. I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to come back with fun, fancy eye makeup. But first of all, I'm going to say I did something really cool with a dessert, and I wasn't able to film it, but I thought I would tell you about it because I think this kind of dessert is probably better made without a recipe. Custard you can make. I made an easy microwave custard with corn flour, cornstarch, sugar, vanilla, milk, and a couple eggs. Usually I use custard powder because it's easy, but I just whisked together without the eggs, put in the microwave, and then added the eggs afterwards, and it was delicious. But the thing I made was called apple charlotte, and I will just tell you how to make it. You need to make sort of an applesauce, however you want to make it. It doesn't really matter, but it was nice with a little bit of cloves and lemon, and especially if your apples are a bit insipid, if they're not got enough punch, a bit of lemon's nice, lemon zest, and cook that for a while and let it cool, and then you add an egg to when it's a bit cool. Meanwhile, you line an oven-proof dish with toast or bread with the crust removed, and you dip that in melted butter, or you can spread it with butter, and you put that around the edge of the bowl. You put your apple mixture in top of that, and then you put the rest of a couple more bits of bread on top, all kind of spread with butter. You put it in the oven for half an hour at about 200 or 400 degrees Fahrenheit, and have it with custard. Turn it out onto a plate, and you'll have a nice round dome of a thing. It's called apple charlotte. It's delicious, and if you want a proper recipe of that, there are millions of them online. So, apple charlotte. So now, without further ado, I am going to go and put some crazy makeup on, and what a great day to do it. I have a completely fresh palette of face here, so we'll see what I can do with this, and I'll come back and show you my crazy eye makeup. Okay, I have changed my mind. I'm going to do this in real time in my echoey bath chamber. And as you see, I've put some silver stuff as a base. This is terribly sparkly. I will not wear this out, and maybe I'll come up with something wonderful even though I've just got a couple minutes to do it. So I've put that sparkly stuff on a base as a base everywhere, all the way. It's silver sparkly all the way to the very top by my eyebrows. So a little bit of crazy fun. Now I'm wearing kind of a brownie thing, but it doesn't really matter. I don't really care. I mean, I will put a light kind of goldy color. I'm going to put that on my main lid. It always comes out darker than I think. That's why I'm using that one. So that looks a bit darker than I expect. Maybe this is how new looks are born. The lockdown eye show, and I just got some on my cheek, which is really annoying. Okay, now I'm going to take the edge of my little brushy spongy thing, applicator, and I'm going to go right along, and eyeliner kind of move. I'm going to go right to the right to the edge and do a little flicky thing because I love that. I'm not very successful with it, but I think it looks great. And other side. A bit of fun, and I'm gonna just put a little bit of something with a bit more color. Oh, I need a little bit in the bottom here. Let's do some, like that, a little bit in the bottom. Very nice, and I'm gonna have a little splash of purple right in the middle along my crease. There we go. And this is crazy, but it's kind of fun. There we go. And what I will do is I'll get my husband to say what he thinks because it'll make it better. A little bit of mascara. Woohoo. Okay, this is not crazy mascara. Everything else is a little bit crazier than I would normally do. There we go. I'm going to put a little bit of lipstick on. I'm going to do my very kind of sparkly nude lipstick because my eyes are already a bit of a statement. This is a Body Shop lipstick. Oh my goodness, can't remember the name of it, and it's so small in here I couldn't even tell you. But I got it in summer because I usually wear a red lipstick, but with a tan, because I live in a warm country now. With a tan, I don't suit red lipstick, so I'm gonna pause this, I'm gonna take it over to my husband and see what he thinks. Okay, I am back in my other room. I'm just gonna show my husband my eyes, and I don't know if he wants to be on the camera, so I'm just gonna let him say it off the camera. What do you think of this? That was my special pretty eye makeup.
I like it.
It's kind of fun for being crazy. Which maybe some people think it's not hardly crazy, but for me, it's more than I usually do, and it took me about 2 minutes. So that was a bit of lockdown fun for you. Hope you enjoyed it. And look, I've got some roots going. Maybe next time I'll experiment with some root coverage for this crazy time of life. So hope you enjoyed this program and are a little bit inspired. Please like and subscribe and join me again on A Spot of Positivity. Bye-bye.